Hello and welcome. For the past 2 months, there has been unprecedented volatility and tension at the line of control. At the last count, over 170 ceasefire violations have taken place at the LOC this year alone. Our team has been travelling along the line of control to bring you special reports from Ground Zero, from the actual forward post at the LOC, to tell you how this increased tension has been impacting the lives of civilians and soldiers alike. In fact, as we map the LOC, we have covered more than 600 kilometers, travelling both in the Kashmir Valley as well as in the area of Jammu, bringing you actual reports from on the ground. Today we start with our ground report from the Sialkot forward post in the Uri region of the Kashmir Valley. Listen to these civilians and how the recent tensions have brought back some horrific memories. The majesty of the Pir Panjal Mountains, the full flow of the Jhelum River, the stillness of the mountain air. The tranquility all around belies the fact that we're in an area that's a major military flashpoint, one that has sometimes taken India to the brink of war. We are in the Uri sector of the line of control, the 776 kilometers de facto border separating India from Pakistan, guarded by over tens of thousands heavily armed soldiers along its entire stretch. For almost 10 years now, a ceasefire agreement between both countries has more or less held. But a spate of recent violations has renewed tensions all along the LOC. And as the soldiers here will tell you, ceasefire or not, the constant threat of imminent danger means that the mind must be battle ready at all times. Beyond Uri town, a Kacha road winds its way up and down the mountain slope, over gravel and mud to the border outpost of Sialkot, the last village near the LOC. From here we begin our walk up to the forward post, in easy line of sight of the Pakistani troops on the other side of the LOC. Till the mid-60s, this old road between the forward post of Sialkot and Poonch was still open. In fact, you can still see an old signpost here that tells you it was just a distance of 39 kilometers. If India still had control of the Haji Pir Pass, well, there would be a quick and short way to connect the valley to the Poonch and Rajouri sectors. As it stands right now, the distance from this point to get to Poonch and Rajouri is more than 400 kilometers. We are now, of course, walking to the forward post, the actual post of Sialkot, from where Pakistan is just about 300 meters away. Life at the LOC is often a test of nerves. Motivation and morale is key. As we clamber up the sparsely populated mountain ridge, we see some of the slogans that keep the soldiers strong. Everyone is scared, says one, but beyond fear is victory. After the ceasefire, the focus has shifted more to counter-infiltration strategies. But the soldiers tell us that whether it's the ammunition levels, the regular shooting practice, the 24-hour patrolling, or these underground trenches, life for them is akin to navigating a high-tension wire, one that can erupt at any time. So look at the sign right outside the forward post of Sialkot. 5 minute, 50 gola. What does this really mean? Let's get to hear this from a soldier here at the post. इसका क्या मतलब है? 5 मिनट 50 गोला का क्या मतलब है?
देखो मैम, वैसे तो हमारे इलाके में कहीं सीजफायर वायलेशन अभी तक हुआ नहीं है, लेकिन हमारे लेफ्ट राइट हुआ है जी। लेकिन अगर हमारे इलाके में कहीं ऐसा होता है तो हम इस प्रकार से प्लान करके रखा हुआ है कि हम दुश्मन के सिविल को बचाते हुए दुश्मन की पोस्ट के ऊपर 5 मिनट के अंदर अंदर 50 कोड़े डालेंगे और हमारी पोस्ट टू पोस्ट इस प्रकार से कोऑर्डिनेशन है टारगेट का, तब जो उनकी पोस्ट का नाम निशान ही खत्म किया जाएगा। लेकिन उनके सिविलियंस को आप बचाएंगे? उनके सिविलियन को हम इस प्रकार से किया हो कि उनके सिविलियन का नुकसान ना हो।
So this is the meaning of 5 minute 50 gola. And sir, if you can also just elaborate a little bit on what we've heard. What is the training behind 5 minute 50 gola?
See ma'am, I'll tell you, in the close proximity of the LC, we have got all the posts lined up. Now once the ceasefire violation, if at all it takes place and our posts are targeted, the weapons are so sighted in the entire battalion OR that we have got the data of the enemy posts and we can target them in a manner that within 5 minutes 50 rounds of our weapons will fall at that particular post.
For the 27 families, that's roughly 100 people who live in Silikot village, every violation here is a memory that's too close to the bone. Today I can come here to gather walnuts from my trees, says Abdul Ghani to us, a former Fauji himself. Tomorrow, he says, who knows? आपको भी खबर मिलती रहती होगी कि तरह-तरह से खबर आती है कि LOC में वायलेशन हुआ, गोलीबारी हुई, कभी लगता है कि कहीं आना दोबारा शुरू हो जाए?
नहीं सर, ऐसा तो नहीं है, लेकिन भरोसा भी नहीं है। ऐसा तो मिसाल कोई क्या पता चल सकता है इंसान कब पलट जाए,
कोई इंसान बदल जाए, क्यों ऐसे
नहीं है? मिसाल लगता क्या भरोसा है कब क्या हो जाए।
For others, the very sound of gunfire can trigger tears. Irshad Ahmed was just 18 when an artillery shell from the Pakistani side cut through his leg and left him permanently disabled. As he shows us his injuries, his eyes well up. He says he had got recruited into the army just days before the firing changed his life forever. But the tragedy of this family did not end here. Irshad introduces us to his father, Ghulam Qadir. We discover that shortly before the ceasefire agreement came into place, Irshad's mother and Ghulam's wife was killed while she had taken the cattle out to graze. तो आपको तो एक तरह से बहुत चोट पहुंची होगी। इरशाद 18 साल का था, फिर अपनी पत्नी को इस तरह से खोना, तो फायरिंग ने तो आपकी पूरी जिंदगी बर्बाद कर दी एक तरह से।
जी, मैं अर्ज करूं कि मेरा ये बच्चा एक सहारा था मेरा, लेकिन मुझे बड़ा दुख से ये कहना पड़ता है कि जिसके हाथ में फैला तक मेरा बच्चा पैसा कमा के लाएगा और मुझे देगा, लेकिन वो बच्चा आज मेरे घर में अपने आप को एक कमरे से दूसरे में जाना और घसीट के जाता है।